What's going on, guys? Well, welcome to another episode of Getting My Authority. We just picked up a load here in Allentown, and I'm going to pull out of the door and we're going to go secure it and get on up the road, heading over to North Canton, Ohio. So let's go ahead and get that going. Like I said, we're going to North Canton to Sam's Club. I had to get load bars for this load. This is a facility that no matter what, you got to have load bars, not straps, which I think is kind of silly with a dry van. I think load bars on a dry van are pretty useless. Because the bar just wants to, the walls are so flimsy they bounce around and you lose the load bars. But we gotta do what we gotta do. If that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea, and that was an amazingly gorgeous peak. But this right here is one of the reasons I love Pennsylvania, at least the countryside of it, just driving through. The small towns here are gorgeous. I love these little towns. A little of a regen, apparently. Hot exhaust light on. But yeah, like I said, these little towns right here are just, they're very picturesque in Pennsylvania. Like I said, if I pronounced it wrong, I apologize if you're from the area. And if I did pronounce it wrong and you know the right way to pronounce it, let me know. Bumpy as hell, though. Oh, don't mind me, Mr. Ford Escape. Some tight streets. Got that little stream running right beside the road. Pretty. Very, very pretty around here. All right, guys, we're at our next pickup here. We are in Binghamton, New York, or Kirkwood, I guess you can say. And I got to drop this trailer here at Frito-Lay. I'm not a fan of dropping trailers for the yard guys to do their thing, but it's what it is. So let's get this dropped. My dang power window switch up here has been failing me. It won't, sometimes it doesn't want to go back up. You gotta jiggle the switch for a while. Did that to me before, and I took it apart and literally took it apart and put it back together, and it worked again for a while perfectly. I don't know if I gotta do that again or not. These switches are hard to find. A lot of dealers don't have them in stock, and when you find somebody that has one somewhere, they want like $1,200 for what is really like a $400 or $500 switch. So see if I'll take it apart again and see if I can magically fix it again temporarily. I don't know, but it's annoying. So I got to old school it and open up my door and look out the back as I back into a spot, but it's all good. One thing I'm not sure if I need to do though is if I need to leave securement in the trailer, because like I said, I'm dropping the trailer and I got a bobtail out of the parking lot, so I'm not even going to be here. So I don't know if they want me to leave the load locks in here or if it's going to be sealed up when I get here. You know, like, because this load requires load locks and not just straps. So I don't know if I need to do that or not. But I guess I'll go up and ask the guard. See what they say. But yeah, we had to put a little magnet on the front of the trailer and all that. Gosh, I really hate dropping a trailer. This is going to take about 4 to 6 hours, so I'm guessing it's a floor load, which means that lumper is going to be expensive when I get there. All right, let's go ask them about the securement. I would just leave it in there, but some places won't, you know, if they see anything in there that's not theirs, they won't load. So I don't know, you know, I don't want to leave something in there and then go to the truck stop and then have them be like, hey, you got to come back and take the stuff out of your trailer. So go ask them, I guess. All right, said to leave the trailer empty, don't put anything in it, no load locks or anything. So we'll go to the truck stop and hunker down for a little while. Really hope they get this done. And I mean, the place I'm going to is only 130 miles away from here, so you know it's only going to take about a couple hours to get down there, especially with how light this load is. But it's going to an Aldi's, so I hope they don't, like, you know, take too long, because I don't want to be late for Aldi's. We'll see. Anyways, we're gonna go. We stayed at the TA last night, but I feel like going to the Loves, so we're gonna go to the Loves and hunker down. All right, guys, we'll see you over there. Well, guys, let's go out to the back and relax a little bit, like behind the trailer. Grab my coffee. It's too nice of a day outside right now. It's like 57 degrees. Just a nice day. I guess I could turn off my APU, get that noise pollution out of here. All right. Yeah, I washed the truck yesterday. Got the wheels washed up back here. They were nice and dirty. Still got a little bit of residual on there, but they were dirty from when I had the tires replaced. We're good now. But yeah, like I said, Not sure if you guys saw or not, but I do have all brand new tires on here now. Got them put on a couple of weeks ago, well, a few weeks ago. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now. Alright. I don't know why, but man, when these are clean, I like the, got a nice shine to the taillight bezels. Just gonna sit in here and relax. Look out over the field a little bit. Well, maybe not. Door won't stay open. I don't really want to open it because if somebody backs in next to me, I won't be able to close it. Well, guess I won't. All right. The wind has something else to say about that, apparently. But yeah, it's not a bad trailer here. Like I said, I gave about 18.5 for it. Now I did have to put new tires on it, but that was another hefty bill. So the week is over again. I did pretty good this week for a starting week. Hopefully you guys can see me okay there. I don't know how this is gonna work. So yeah, I did about 5 loads this week, and we're getting it done. It's a slow start because obviously I don't have that many brokers that work with me right now, but I do have a few. I just got signed on with Coyote. I haven't ran a Coyote load yet under my authority, but I do have them in my arsenal to use now. Coyote requires 30 days minimum of your authority to be active, so I have surpassed that requirement. So I do have access to the load board for Coyote now, and we're getting that done. I've been mostly using TQL, Uber, well, one CH Robinson load, but other than that, it's been TQL and Uber. I'm trying to think who else have I used. I don't think I've used anybody else. Yeah, just those 3 at the moment. You know, I've been averaging pretty decent rate per mile. I really, you know, back when rates were really good, people talked about, you know, including myself, talked about the kind of money we were making, and I feel like that really kind of led to the, I don't want to say it led to it, but it contributed to some of the demise that is the trucking industry today. Everybody bragging about the money they were making, and then people that didn't know what the hell they were doing bought trucks and came into the market and just ran it into the ground. So you know, I'm not going to be talking about that, but just know that it, you know, as of right now, it is doable. I'm still, you know, a lot of people will say this is a bad time to get your authority, to activate your authority to go out on your own. You know, some people will say, well, it's too bad out there to go buy a truck. You know, some people say it's too bad to go buy a trailer. Some people will say there's always a goalpost that's going to be moved. I guess you've just got to figure out where that goalpost is, that you're not going to let them move anymore, and just stay steadfast at that goalpost and just keep that in your vision. Do what you got to do to, you know, make it happen. And that's basically what I've done. It's not been easy. It's been a rough go, but I'm finally starting to feel a little bit, I don't know what the right word is, a little better about it, for lack of a better term, right now in my head. You know, it helps to have a truck that gets the fuel mileage that mine does. I've been getting great fuel mileage. Like I said, I just washed it, and it's, again, I don't want to jinx it, but the truck's doing okay. But yeah, like I said, I've been running on recaps for the last few days. I'm not going to be here long enough to get a 34 in, but I'll be here till tomorrow morning, where I'll go pick up a load and take it across PA, and and work my way back to the house. I got to be home this week to go to a doctor's appointment. So we'll get that done. I'm one of those kind of people that nothing is ever good enough. I always want to take it up to the next level, whether or not I'm ready for it, you know, whether or not the economy calls for it, whether or not this or that. I always want to do something better than I've always got my sights aimed for a better spot than where I'm at. But I think that's what you got to do. And you can't let people tell you not to do that. You can't let people try to give you reasons not to, because there's always going to be reasons not to do this. There's always going to be reasons to remain complacent where you're at. And if you're happy with that, then that's all that matters. But I like to better myself every opportunity I can. I don't even know if that I'll be sticking with dry van forever. I mean, I could buy a flatbed. I could get into the whole different genre of trucking. I don't know. But that's kind of the beauty of having my authority, is ain't nobody to tell me what I can and can't do other than myself. Well, one thing I would tell a lot of people that want to say now is not a good time to get your authority or to buy a truck. Well, there's two things to that. For one, it's a fantastic time to buy a truck, in my opinion. Whenever the market's down, this is a fantastic time to buy a truck, because the trucks are cheaper, the trailers are cheaper. Like I said, I only gave $18,000 for that trailer, $18,500, and it's a top of the line trailer as far as a dry van goes. A vented Great Dane 53-foot trailer. It's a darn nice trailer. You know, that trailer a couple of years ago would have probably been, you know, the same age difference to 2018. So a couple of years ago, if I'd bought a 2016 with the exact same trailer, it would have probably been $35,000. You know, I mean, that's just maybe 40. That's just how much cheaper everything's gotten. I mean, it was way overinflated at that time, but now the pendulum has swung the other way. So now it's, in my opinion, way under. So it's a great time to, you know, same with trucks. It's a great time to buy equipment. And if you're going to buy equipment, in my opinion, for the exact same reason, you might as well go all the way and get your authority. And for me, that's how I looked at it. But see, I already had my own equipment. I already had my truck. I bought my trailer. I've had my own truck for almost 7 years. So, you know, it was just high time that I got my authority. I was tired of giving a large chunk, you know, to somebody else. I mean, granted, that went towards paying some things, but not all of it. You know, some things that I pay now, like insurance, and my insurance is not expensive, guys. That's one thing that kept me from getting my authority for so long, was I was like, man, I don't want to spend stupid high insurance rates. But my bobtail before with this truck was like $300 a month. Yeah, $300 a month was my bobtail insurance. My insurance now, with cargo and a trailer and everything, you know, 100,000 liability, 1 million auto. So bare minimum for the most part. But with that, my insurance is $950 a month. So it only went up $650 a month, which it sounds like a lot, but when you consider how much more I'm getting to keep from my 20% that I'm not giving to another carrier right now, you know, you're talking, you know, like, yeah, it's another $650 a month for my insurance, but I'm keeping like an additional $2,000 a week, you know. So it's a big difference. I mean, when you really got to look at it from every angle and perspective to understand the difference. So anyways, that's where I'm at. That's why I've got my authority. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But like I said, it's been decent. I wish I had gotten a load for today. That was kind of my fault. I misjudged how many hours I would have for recaps, and so I thought I was going to have to do a 34. But I don't. I've got plenty of recaps, and if I had realized that, I could have been looking for a load for today sooner, that I would have been able to find one. But like I said, that was my fault. misjudged my recap potential. Like I said, we got to pick it up tomorrow, and we'll get that one handled. But yep. Anyways, guys, that's really about it. Some more coffee. This Purdue truck really stinks. I tell you what, that is a really nice flatbed. That thing is shiny. Got to give it to TMC. They got some good equipment. But one of these days here, I'm going to probably sand down and paint this bumper. So yeah, we'll get that looking a little better. Guys, this rudders right here, I'm telling you, I love rudders. Rudders and sheets in PA and sheets in Ohio too, obviously. But this is terrible, guys. All this trash all over the ground. Look at this. Look right there. That is absolutely terrible. There's trash cans around here. People sweeping their crap out into the property. This is why it's so cliche, but this is exactly why nobody wants people to park here, or not here, but in general. Why it's so darn hard to find parking anywhere for a truck, because they don't want you to leave their trash everywhere. I mean, and that's right. They're absolutely right. I don't blame, private property owners one bit for denying access to truck drivers for their 10-hour breaks, because this is disgusting. I cleaned out my trailer a little bit ago. I unloaded an Aldi in Center Valley, PA last night, and then I came straight here and went to bed to this Rudders. But hey, you know what? Well, I'm easily distracted, but I just realized that this Great Dane logo darn near matches perfectly the Peterbilt logo. Mother of God. Anyway, wow, I'm easily distracted. It's like that Robin Williams skit when he's making fun of George Bush. Doing a stand-up comedy. He's talking about George Bush doing a State of the Union or something, and just out of nowhere, George Bush goes, "Oh, look at the kitty." Oh boy. Anyways, so yeah, I cleaned out the trailer earlier, just the big stuff. And you know what is really remarkable, guys? There's these things called trash cans. And I know you got to use your legs, and you've got to use your manpower and walk the trash up to the trash cans, but it's doable. And it makes it so that, places will be more likely to accommodate truckers in the future if we clean up after ourselves. That's the problem. I mean, it really is the problem. You guys just really need to do better. This is disgusting. Really got to be mindful of that, guys. Truckers want to get mad because they're not allowed to park somewhere. Well, we're doing it to ourselves, guys. When you got trash like that everywhere. Like I said, I took my stuff out and I took it and I threw it in a trash can because, well, that's just what an adult does, especially someone who's responsible for anything. They take their trash and they throw it in the proper receptacles. That way, that way we don't screw ourselves in the future. See, I learned that a long time ago, being an off-roader, jeeper, trail rider, whatever you want to call me. There's a motto that every off-roader lives by that is worth their own weight. And it's a creed, it's whatever you want to call it, that we all live by, and it's tread lightly, because so many off-roaders lose their ability to enjoy their hobby because of people that go out and don't care about the environment and don't care about what they're doing, and they just throw trash everywhere, and then they get trails shut down. And so off-roaders, people like me who like to go four-wheeling, take their Jeeps, whatever, to four-wheel, we're losing trails everywhere, all over the place. They're being closed, whether they're state ran or privately ran, they're being closed because they're getting tired of picking up the trash. And it's the exact same here. It's the exact same as a truck driver. We have to tread lightly, because if we don't tread lightly and we just throw our trash everywhere, we're going to lose I mean, it's getting harder just to have truck stops built because communities don't want our trucks in their community, really. Yep. That's really all I'm going to talk about in this video. Of course, this video is probably kind of long because it's just kind of all over the place. But I know in the video, somewhere in this video, there's some beautiful driving shots and things like that. And I really want to do more of that. That's one thing that I absolutely miss about being on the spot market. You know, like right now, here's the thing. Right now, I love to go out west. I love driving out west. But right now, the rates are just in the toilet. Coming back from, you know, the west isn't terrible. But, you know, just to get out there, it's not great, you know. But I might still take a load out there. I don't know, just because. But that's where my creativity really comes into play, is when I'm going out. I don't even know if you want to call it creativity. I mean, but my desire to film, because, you know, the scenery out there is beautiful. The less traffic, everything to me is way better out there, except for the rates. But I do want to get out there. But again, like I said, that's what I miss so much about being on the spot market from years past, was just enjoying filming more and enjoying doing YouTube videos more. I loved doing that. And I'll tell you what, man, I've got two different kinds of dreams when it comes to YouTube. One of those is to either start a channel where I can just work on cars and buy not even old cars, but like just cars that, well, to me, I guess, well, to me, golly, I'm old. I'm talking about like cars from the 90s, like cars that need a little bit of work, but you can get for cheap and get running and then sell. And then, you know, so I can make some YouTube videos of me working on them and buying them and then selling them. You know, that's something that I would love to do. That's one of my YouTube dreams. My other YouTube dream is to use my already trucking platform and go out west and just record the beautiful scenery. You know, see, it's like, to me, it's almost like, in a way, camping in my motorhome. You know, I mean, we've got the motorhome, but I can't make money with the motorhome. I mean, I guess I could put it on one of those rental sites, but you know what I mean. I can't drive it out west to make money with it. I can't do this or that. You know, the truck is what I make my money with. So if I could consolidate the two and really take advantage of the west and the scenery, I'm telling you guys, I'd be so happy. I'd be beside myself. And it's, you know, I was talking about earlier, I don't think I'll be doing drive-in forever. Again, you know, if I ran out there more, I'd be looking, I don't know. I'd love to learn about RGN. I would. I'd love to learn more about RGN. This is something I haven't really talked about to anybody, even my closest friends. So if they see this video, they're going to be like, what? RGN? I didn't know you wanted to do that. But I just, you know, that's been another career goal, is to pull an RGN. And now that I'm in a position where ain't nobody to tell me what I can and can't do with my business, I really want to aspire to that. And I know, you know, that would make things like what I want to do a little more possible, maybe. But it would also just be more interesting for me hauling that kind of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just go back and kind of relax a little bit. Like, so I'll probably go back outside. You saw that my view from behind the trailer. I really need to bring a camping chair with me. I'd be back there in a camping chair all freaking afternoon. I should do a live sometime. I know I've said that in the past, but I really should do a live. But if you ever watch the YouTube channel, this guy that tows out in Bend, Oregon, named Casey Liddell, pretty big channel, heavy wrecker. If you guys ever watch his channel, something he always likes to say, and I think he even has a t-shirt about it, but it says, I never said I was good at this. See, I talked about that in a previous video. That's how business owners are. At least every business owner that I've ever been around, they always claim to not be good at what they do. They just, and I think it has a lot to do with because we're constantly learning. We're constantly challenging ourselves. We're constantly, I just spit all over the place. We're constantly trying to evolve. And when you are always trying to evolve and you're always trying to better yourself, you're never going to feel like you're good at anything or that you know what you're doing, because you're always learning a new trade. So you really don't know what you're doing, but yet you do, if that makes sense. A good business owner never knows what he's doing. It's just, that's kind of how I look at it. A good business owner never knows what they're doing. Because if they know what they're doing, that means they've become complacent and they aren't challenging themselves anymore. So think about that, guys. If you know what you're doing, if you're a business owner, or really use it in any facet of your life, if you know what you're doing, you're complacent. And again, like I said earlier, you might be okay with that. But for me, being complacent, that's not in the cards. You know, it just isn't. Ooh, a 67 Mustang. Oh, look at the kitty. There it goes again. Damn kitties. This time it's a pony. That's a nice, beautiful car. Like I said, 67 Mustang convertible just pulled right in here. Shucks, I wish I could have got a video of that. But anyways, guys, just remember that if you know what you're doing, then you are not working to better yourself. That's just the way it is. You always got to be out of that comfort zone. Enough of this Tony Robbins. You know, I would have sounded a lot smarter if I got his name right on the first try. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Is it Tony Robbins or Tony Robbins' son? That inspirational speaker. Whatever. Enough of him. I'm going to get off of here. And, well, after all that inspirational talk, I'm going to sit here and do nothing, because what am I going to do right now in my truck? Look at loads. That's what I'm going to do. Look at loads for tomorrow. After I deliver the one I'm already booked on. But anyways, guys, take care. Survive to thrive. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out. I just said peace out. Wow. By the way, guys, I just started. I've never been one for TikTok, but I just started. I'm having a stroke. I just started a TikTok channel, video, whatever. So check it out if you guys want to. Just the YouTube name, Survive to Thrive. So go check it out if you want to. Make yourself a follower, whatever, or don't, whatever. But yeah, I'm just kind of playing around with that. Figure it's a good time to start. So anyways, again, with that said, y'all have a good one out there.